too loud. Welcome again everyone. Ik dacht ik ga even kort live. Welcome everyone. Okay, this is live. Ik ga iets uitproberen met de lighting. I will try out something with the lighting because is this better? Hey Ingrid, ja, het licht flikkert. The light is not doing well. Hoi allemaal. Ik zal er even wat uitproberen hoor. Hoe kan ik dat nou zo snel doen? Even kijken. Nou goed. Maar goed, welkom Ingrid en ook iedereen die misschien ook aansluit. Ik ben vroeg live. Het zal niet lang zijn. En het zal toch een mix Engels-Nederlands zijn. Of Nederlands-Engels. Dat maakt niet uit. Ook allemaal, also on kick, I'm live. I thought, well, why not multi-channels? Like me, knowing myself, always doing the multi-channel and to organize it as much as possible on multi-levels. And, well, then I can reach people anyway, so... But yeah, I have to let go of this lighting. I can maybe go forward a bit. Let me see if that works. Hoi Ingrid, het zal allemaal een beetje een mix zijn van Engels-Nederlands, Nederlands-Engels. En ja, excuses voor het licht. Blijkbaar moet ik toch mijn gordijn opzetten en I have a bad hair day, and that's how it works in life. You sometimes have a bad hair day, and so, well, I did my best, but yeah, and it is here in the Netherlands snowing. Dus het is winterweer, and with snowfall, I always have bad hair, bad hair. And well, that's life. I mean, everyone has that. So, and I thought I go live early before life here in this house is waking up. Not live, but a certain person. So I don't want to interrupt him. This is the reason why it's always a challenge for me to practically go live, and that is sad, but. For me, sad because I want to go live more often in daytime. Ah, nou Ingrid, werkt ze hè? Hello Lucianos, sopranos. Geen stress, lucht je hart. Welcome Lucianos on YouTube. I will keep... Oh, you don't see me. Wait. Oh, gosh, hi everyone. You didn't see me. Well, that's handy. That's practical. Hi everyone. Welcome. So I thought I'd go live. First of all, I promised to show my dress. As many of you know, I did knit a dress which was connected to my transformation process, my healing process, as knitting, and the zigzag or the zipper. That's also a Z. I realized is also kind of a zigzag motif that I healed with knitting. I did also crocheting a lot, but my healing method is knitting, and so I finished the dress, and in a bit I will show it to you all, and also I like to invite you for tomorrow evening's live. Tomorrow evening, initially I will do it in English because a lot of people from abroad didn't have an update for quite some time now about me, and last Tuesday I wanted to go live, and then I had that day not a flashback. So what I bump into in this whole healing process is that I feel whole, and if you can say happiness, what is happiness? I do feel incredible happy from inside, which I never had before. Many things I can now enjoy being in here and now. But I learned flashbacks, relivings. It doesn't mean that the flashbacks, relivings are gone fully. And that is what I bump into, and which is for me at times hard to accept. And what especially is then happening is that I am so incredibly, I put the Hello Kitty a bit aside, and maybe I will talk a bit about why Hello Kitty has a precious place in my heart, but I don't want to skip too much in between the subjects and so on. So first of all, I'd like to invite you for tomorrow evenings. Initially, I want to go live in English tomorrow, but now and then I will do some Dutch talk. But I noticed I cannot do the combination. And I will try to go live coming Tuesday, and that will be, tomorrow's the 20th, 21st, 22nd, yeah, the 23rd. So January the 23rd, I will go live again. And then if I go live tomorrow in English, then Tuesday will be Dutch. And it sounds a bit confusing, but hello everyone, hello Nobby, welcome, good morning, good morning in British land. How are you doing? Many things happening there with, many things are happening there. And many things are happening overall in the world. I'd like to talk about that as well, my thoughts on it, what is happening, also what I investigate. As many of you know, I am doing a lot of, research. Well, I can say it is research, and looking up a lot and watching a lot also about China and Japan, because I feel a lot connected to the people there, and I mean specifically the civilians and the people, and I have just a connection, sometimes you have that, but yeah, I love every country, so what am I saying? But there's a lot happening there too, and of which I seem to see and watch from several channels and several persons who make reports, of which I trust. Yeah, there's a lot going on in China as well, which, as you know, I come from the deep state, MKUltra, and I was in a military base where I watched plants. And these plants, I do realize now, certainly when I'm now further in the integration, and I'm now more grown up in, because all these inner former personalities were urgent to warn everybody for a huge worldly martial law. Well, I realized a lot of things has happened for the good, but I do feel a certain threat with a T, maybe also a threat with a D, because if it still continues, this red wave coding from the east, specifically from China, then I still see a lot of things there develop, and a lot of things in China. I know from the model I saw in the military deep state where I was in the plans that China is the example to what they want to enroll in Europe. So I'd love to talk about that as well. Hey Yvonne, good morning as well. Goedemorgen. Goedemorgen ook allemaal voor iedereen in Nederland die kijkt. Ik hou het in het Engels, want ik heb al een tijdje geen Engelse update gegeven. So, hello everyone, again for who is now joining me, and well, it will be uploaded to my channels, so then you can also watch after I finish this live stream. Good morning, it is in the Netherlands good morning, but it might be even good night for everyone else in the world, for wherever you are, in which time zone you are. And again, an invite for tomorrow evening for the Netherlands, Amsterdam time zone. I will go live from 7:30, and it will be the English spoken live stream. And I want to try out that Tuesday I will go live, and that will be then the Dutch spoken live stream. And it's what I feel now, and I have to follow my feeling maybe more than ever, because there are a lot of things happening inside of me, like also relivings. So yeah, I wanted to show you my dress. I knitted a dress, and for everyone who's interested in MKUltra, more about talks about my opinion of what now is going on from my perspective and my past. It's just a short part of this video. So I will grab that sweater, or it's a dress which I knitted. So here we go. I have bad hair day because it's snowing here in the Netherlands, or it has snowed. I must say it's not snowing right now, but it is a winter in the Netherlands, a beautiful landscape with all the snow, but it results in that my hair is not doing what I want. So I have a bad hair day, and it's the way it is. And it's then the hair is then too thin. It looks too thin, and it shows too thin. And I can wash it how often I want, but it keeps on being flat. So it is the way it is. So this is the sweater. I will go a bit backwards. So this is the dress. Oh, I will show it differently. So. Yeah, you don't hear me, of course, but this is the dress I knitted. So here it goes. And it has this curved edge. And these are the sleeves. Oh, I forget every time that when I am far away from the mic, then the sound is bad. So this is the dress. And this dress I started from top to bottom, and maybe to see the neck as well. So this is the dress, and it's a mix of all types of wool, which I felt like I can experiment with that, and it worked out very well. So I started from top to bottom, and it has a long skirt, so it is a dress, and it is what I wanted was, actually, when I started knitting, I wanted to have it that I would grow up, so that my inner personalities would grow up, and specifically the ones who were connected to Joseph Mengele, which I had a hard, tough phase of deprogramming, and to get them integrated since already last year. So, and then I started this dress from top to bottom, because I felt when I started knitting, it's not only keeping me busy, and then I can go inside and then just inner transform, and knitting helps me as well to not fall in the programmers have built in with the Joseph Mengele altars incredibly lot booby traps with the eating disorders, and specifically the eating disorders of bulimia. And bulimia is awful. I am with everyone who is dealing with eating disorders. And I am very proud of myself that I dealt with it also here in the front life, because it also started to leak into my front life, which was earlier in the process. And by knitting, that is my method, that I start knitting, and so I keep busy, and I am not distracted by that inner. It's actually literally like an inner voice who then urges me to fall back in these eating disorders. And I know it's a serious subject, but I know many people suffer from it, and the majority of times I can feel or see it when someone is a former MKUltra, or has SA or SRA as past. Many of them do develop eating disorders, and I understand fully how that works, and also self-harm layers, and I all went through that. But yeah, of late I still had to guide that inner thread with a T of getting back into the eating disorders, and specifically bulimia. And bulimia is a way also to literally get rid of the inner tension, and that was what the programmers taught me. like the traumas I had to undergo, and the education, as Joseph Mengele mentioned, that was so awful that my body found a way to get rid of it, literally. So it also is a catalyzer. I hope that is the right word for it, an expression, to catalyze the hurt, what was done, and that in the education, the programming, and the extreme traumas I had to undergo, that the body needed to get rid of some of that hurt and these traumas. So I build it up like an inner volcano of stress, and that needs to be stored somewhere, and it is stored in many layers, not only in the bodily layers, in the physical layers, but also in the spiritual layers and on being level and in the aura. And this is why many victims of mind control start past their 50s specifically, start to blow up. And that also happened to me already before my 50s, because I started, fortunately, deprogramming already many years ahead. And then that blowed up, that causes a kind of visual, how they call it, like a circle which goes round and round. And that's what the programmers wanted initially, that you have the feeling of, I will never get out of it, because becoming bloated triggers again eating disorders and not wanting to eat, and so on and so on. I went through that roller coaster specifically from November last year, and this is also the reason why I was less live streaming, because I felt a lot of shame of that I had to deal with that again. So this sweater is for me incredibly valuable, because the sweater, I did fit it, and it's very feminine, which I wanted, and not childish, but because all my knitting projects beforehand were all the time very like childlike, so that I not accidentally of course, because my inner programming took care of it, that it would look childlike, because these inner personalities were knitting with me. So if you have a bit of an idea of how long it is, this is the skirt, and the skirt reaches a bit below my knees, and I did that on purpose, so that I could wear it with leg warmers and with a nice legging. Yvonne says, put it on. Yeah, well, not on camera, of course. Maybe I will show you. Well, put it on. You know what the thing is, what I found out with this dress, and it's a really beautiful dress, and it looks far larger than it is initially, because I showed it in an earlier live stream already, maybe when it was a bit shorter, and then I realized I look like big, you know. That's the remains of the eating disorders, that I felt like, ooh, I'm showing this sweater, and now I look incredibly chubby, which, I mean, I'm coming from eating disorders, so it will always be a threat to me becoming too chubby and too bloated. But I did try it on, and maybe I will show you in the end, and then I will go back live, or I will play music and I will put it on. But what I found out was that the top part, so the bodice of this sweater, I will show you again the sleeves, and you see also the zigzag pattern, and I love the sleeves, and it's perfect for my size. But what I noticed is that the bodice is with a certain percentage of real wool. And wool, when I wear wool for a couple of hours, for the first few hours that's totally fine. But when I wear wool for a couple of hours, then I start to get uncomfortable, and kind of that I feel choking. And then the neckline is okay, it's a bit like this, but then even maybe you see it sometimes in my live streams, and I try to avoid all these strange habits, which when I rewatch a live stream, of course that I see that, but then I laugh and I think, well, it's live, it's what I want to show, pure life. And pure, I hate the word pure, I mean transparent, like I am also in real life. So this is also live. Hey Barry, welcome. How are you doing on this? I think a beautiful day. So this is what is now happening with the dress. I want to wear it, but I can only wear it for a couple of hours. So I was thinking, if someone watches this live stream and would like this to, well, I am of course, I then bump into that it would be amazing if for at least sending would get some costs, because yeah, I'm very honest, I have no finances. So but yeah, it is just a spontaneous proposal, and maybe I might wear it, but yeah, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. That's actually what I want to tell you all. So this sweater is, whatever will happen with it, it will be always very precious to me. And I try to deal with the lighting in the background, but yeah, it is it is the way it is. Maybe I can put it somewhere. I should have thought about it, that I could maybe hang it, but maybe things will drop. Oh wait, ouch! Hey, it worked. Nothing dropped, no blooper. So that was the part of the dress. Well, further on, to come back to these relivings. Okay. Oh, the title. Oh my gosh, Barry. Oh gosh. Yeah, that happens. Okay. Thanks for the feedback. Well, if it makes you smile and others, maybe I can change the title. Oh, the chat is not showing. Ah, man, that was also, why is the chat not snowing? Why is the chat not showing? Let me see. Oh yeah, but I forgot to mention. So if someone does find appeal to the dress, fresh knitted dress of a former mind control, I mean, it is special. You can mail me, and it is down below. But if you really feel up to it, and the size is, the size of this dress is 44 to 46 size. And then you know my size too. Oh boy, I don't think I should mention that. But I have a special body shape, you know. I have an abnormal body shape. I'm small here, and I'm larger below. So on my hips, which is very feminine. Barry says, wash it hot and it is 2 sizes smaller. Well, tip from Barry, everyone. So if you like the dress, you can again mail me, and you can maybe fit it. But it's really a nice dress, and I think I'm now making it an advertisement. But I think I feel myself, I will not wear it, because the neckline is like this, which I happen to drop, to push down, to pull down, because I cannot bear anything around my neck. So, and the wool, I'm not responding to the wool very well. So, well, again, a tip from Barry, wash it hot and you can get it smaller than size 44 to 46. So 46 would be on the hips, but it's large, so a 44 and 42 sized person can also wear it, you know. So, oh my gosh, I'm not good at this. Oh boy. And I think I'm also live on Trovo, because Trovo had kicked me out again from going live. I don't know why. So hello, welcome on Trovo as well. I would say please come to, oh, the title is not right. Okay, I will change that now. And then I will come back to the update about, also about, I changed the title on Trovo, wait. Okay. Alright. Okay. I changed it now. So, is the chat working? I wonder. I can't log in to Trovo since 2 days. Oh, you too cannot log in. What's happening there with Trovo? I feel certain vibes. I'm not sure what I want to do with it. But that also is because I a couple of times got weird, weird things in the chat which I found bit not so nice. So I'm not sure about the vibes there. Trovo has bad management going on, yeah, and that's what I feel, Barry, exactly. But again, the chat is not showing. So what am I doing wrong? I have Botrix open. So should I then go to profile? Should I then log in? Huh? I am signed in with Twitch. So type in Trovo. Yeah, it's now showing, so only Trovo is showing. Yeah, exactly. That's totally right, Barry. Thanks. Okay, so. Well, that is interesting. Do you hear the drilling? They are renovating neighbors, and again, it was when I was going live with dear friends on a Zoom meeting, and then drilling started. Now again drilling started, and it was quiet for this week. Interesting. Very interesting. And I will come back to that as well, to having been disturbed. I have opened, why the Botrix chat? Maybe I should put it up, wait. And that was also with the live stream with Dana. Yeah, now I got it. I have too many open, I think. Okay, now I have it. Alright. So welcome everyone on this beautiful Friday morning in the Netherlands. And a very, very good morning, good night, maybe even late in the evening as well. Or some of you might even sleep or maybe awake. Just join me for a bit of chatting. I will do some updates on my process. You hear that? This is bizarre. And I had another disturbance which I will talk about also in a bit. So, can someone type again on Twitch? Then I know if that works. And on Twitch, then I know if that works. That is repeated. On Twitch, then I know. Does Twitch work? Yeah, thanks Yvonne also for helping me out with finding out. So what is then the case here? Which one is then the right one? Oh, and I have many in Prism. I have many chats, I see. And I got confused. What should I grab? What should I open? But maybe you have a feedback on that, Barry, because I think I have opened too many. So why is Twitch not showing? Oh, so it's bio. No, it doesn't show. It's YouTube and Trovo. So it's not showing Twitch. How can I do that? Hello Telvertje. Hi Joke, welcome. I do it in English because I did not have given update for quite some time now. So how do I do that? Hello, Sanya Ivanov, welcome. So Trovo is working, YouTube is working, and Twitch is not showing. And this is interesting. Okay, but what should I... Oh gosh. I don't know what I should change now. I have another one here. Ah, you were already working, Delvertje. Nah, great that you're watching. I have now 2 chats, so... Okay. It's good that I now can exercise. Oh boy. Let me see, which one is showing... You see now too. Oh gosh. Oh boy. So I see no Twitch. Okay. And thank you all for also greeting each other on this live stream. For the ones who are now only maybe joining, you see here in the background the knitted dress. It's finished and it fits perfectly. It fits very nice. It fits very nice. I will show it again more towards the end, because I will not go live for too long. But I see I'm early, so I'm an early bee. But there's something else going on. The Botrix chat is not showing Twitch. And what is that? You see, yeah, maybe I should not go into that too much now. Sign in with Discord, sign in with Kik. I don't get it. I also hum a song a bit. But Botrix has some access. Okay, I will then give up. If you did not change anything in Botrix, it is on Botrix or Twitch's end. Alright. Okay, thanks Barry. And I will let go. Maybe I can do a measure. Okay, I will try out something now. Okay. Okay, one moment please. Okay, this is not, no, window capture. No, that's not what I want. Let me see. Plus display capture. No. Okay. I'm always talking out loud when I do things like that. I should not do that, but yeah. Select chat. Okay, so okay, well, I did I did something which is maybe not the best, but wait, should I then, what is better, to to show the latest, huh? I guess, which is coming. I'm talking out loud again, which is best when I'm doing. Well. Gosh. Oh. I'm so good at this. I feel like I'm totally experienced with chats and Prism. Not really, but that's life. You can pop this Twitch chat and place the bottom on top of Botrik's chat. Okay, the bottom. The bottom. Why do I find that funny? Sorry. Okay. Now the timer. Because I like the timer, by the way. Then I can very easily, when I upload it to my other channels, my many other channels. And by the way, now I come to that subject, other channels. I am so grateful for everyone also on Rumble. I have 95 subscribers on Rumble, and I only saw that this morning. Like, wow, it gradually increases, and YouTube not. So YouTube, I'm just putting down in the AI or in the algorithm, which I did some research on that, and that it seems to be also about that YouTube has changed a lot and is changing a lot, and the latest update is that YouTube has now fired some creative management, so it will be more AI on YouTube. Great! Thank you, YouTube. It's even now it's get even better for creators like me who just want to share my story without wanting to earn anything, just want to get my story out and yeah, reach people who I might be of help, or and I find it so sad that all these AI improvements, what they think are improvements, and why can't YouTube stay the way it was supposed to be YouTube? And I'm really sad about that, and I'm also irritated by it and a bit angry. Like, I don't want to go into that, I speak of myself, I don't want to go into that direction of, and again, yes, I give China as example, but it needs to be said that I, from my experience, saw in the plans that China was the example country, and I see a lot of things gradually still being introduced here in Europe, but also in the USA. And I say it a lot of times, China is friends with America, with the specifically with the man who's leading that country now. So that's my own opinion. And for people who say that the latest president is cloaking his reality and supporting the whiteheads, no. And why do I say no? Because why then all the bloodshed? Why creating all these wars? Then you prevent wars at any time, violence, migration of people. If they are Ukrainians or Russian people have to flee the country. And now also in China, people are escaping China. And there is a lot happening, and I repeat it again, I mention China a lot because I see it as the example country. Too many things I see unfold and going towards the West. So, and there's a lot of more, and this is also why I wanted to go live, like to express that, my opinion. And again, you hear drilling next doors, neighbors, and that should not have happened because it's already for quite some time quiet. So now they decided to drill next doors, and it's all these obstructions and how you say that, disturbances which can be created in the energy as well. But yeah, that's another subject. I don't want to go too much off the thread of what I wanted to talk about. In your next Windows 11 update, there is also AI. Ah, yeah, Barry. Yeah, I'm not amazed. YouTube is Google, by the way. That's exactly. And I watched a couple of beautiful creators as well on YouTube who give me the updates also on Google and on YouTube. I think they already fired some creative of the management. And it's not the biggest part of YouTube, because YouTube gets new jobs, I believe between 6,000 or 8,000 of recent. Correct me if I have the exact numbers wrong, but I know it's approximately these numbers of what they then take in as new people in Google and with Google and YouTube. But I'm very concerned that the AI take over. And I'm not against AI if it's being used for the good, for disabilities, for people who get used, who really have help in that. But I am against AI who creates, who gets more decisions to be made, so that the AI is major role in dealing and guiding us. And that's, well, and to come back to YouTube, yeah, I'm sad about YouTube, because I have already a hard thing to deal with, that the number of subscribers goes so slow, and it's not my basic thrive, but it does motivate me incredibly. I'm very honest. It motivates me amazingly to see a new notification of, actually we should name it notification, because notification, there's a no in it, but I love words. I love playing with words. So, but I'm so happy when I see a new notification or a new subscriber, or that I see the likes going up. And by the way, thumbs up is much appreciated, because it will show up better in the algorithm of YouTube. So, Nobby, AI denies the words for meltdowns. Denies the words. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I'm not amazed by that. Or yeah, I know it's far bigger also the alertness of words, because I know from creators that if you use the words sex too much, or the sexual, then these creators have to blur these words, have to mute these words. So then I'm watching a YouTube video, and then I hear suddenly, yes, and I had a hard past, and I was you hear then a very weird sound. And then I think, like, what is happening to this world if that is even not allowed, when it's, and this is my that I'm against AI, because AI has not that human touch, has not that human heart, and the deep state wants to get rid of that. We take care of each other. It's the same with the whole migration and the whole stuff with Ukraine and Russia. The basic thing, the motivation, but that's my own opinion, from my experience, is to make people numb, that they are being so overflown with all the information and the messages, and literally have to survive and to stand for example their house or their residence or their life. That the deep state hopes then that everyone becomes numb and becomes careless about people. And I've myself experienced it in Amerika, and that was already in 2010. That I was just landed with my plane in the USA, and I had kind of, with my sugar level, I had trouble, and also that I was caught for the programming without knowing at that time. But I was in a shop near a university in the USA, in Los Angeles, and I was dizzy, and I did not have any candy with me or something which could push up my sugar level or that I would have energy again, and I did not have any water with me. So I was in a shop and I just bought a tom-tom, had to drive in the car, and these people even did not help me, and I was crawling, and that literally happened. I was on my knees crawling to the service counter, and there I asked the man who also helped me sell that tom-tom, like, can I please have a glass of water, or can I go to the toilet, or and it was refused. And I was literally, can you imagine? You have to see vision yourself. There is a counter, there are people, customers in the shop. I am behind the counter and I'm sitting down on my knees and going up, talking to that man and ask for a glass of water or to go to the bathroom. They did not help me, and the customers did ignore me, and I walked out of the shop and I was sitting there in the square on a bench, and then I crawled from bench to bench because my hotel was fortunately close by, and there I could find something to eat, and then I got back into my sugar levels up. But that is one example of, and that was already in 2010. So the careless attitude against people about your fellow citizens or fellow people in your village, they want to make everyone numb. And this already happened also because of the whole people, that's why I again come to China. China is for me the big example of that people ignore. If someone is dropping down from illness, they ignore that man or woman who dropped down. That is happening now for already quite some time, and I find it very alarming. I found it so alarming. Barry says, I say true, Google layoffs, 100 jobs at YouTube being axed. Part of restructuring sources, tech news websites. Alright, well I found indeed also being axed hundreds of jobs. Okay, that is then the confirmation. Barry, oh, it is not notification, the word is Latin, French from notification, notification maybe, notification, but that's French, so French word, not English, yeah. Well, thanks for that info. Barry, numbing, all the 2 factors, logins, phone, email verifications. Who has this way less? Swedes and Norwegians, fingerprint login with registered devices. Yeah, you mean that Sweden and Norwegian have now the fingerprint technology. Yeah. I hear a lot of people say, well, in Scandinavia, Sweden and Norway, it's more free. No, they are part of it. Because I know Scandinavian has a lot of reptilians. Yeah, I know it's a vulnerable subject. But I also see it, I just feel it. It is initially there are good thrives and fundaments for changing there, but I find it very, very alarming too that, yeah, it's everywhere, in my opinion. Yes, and underskin chip. Yeah, there are the largest people who have underskin chip. Exactly. So, and I talk a lot about that every country has a blueprint or astrology sign, if you believe in astrology. But every country has this archetype. And here I go again with China. China had quite a few empires, and they were once a country who wanted to trade with the West. It's the same like with the Moors, the people who wore these fezzes. They were friendly with Europe. There were Moors who were even famous artists and famous for their quality of intelligence as well. And it ended up in now this dividedness between black and white. And a dear friend of mine wrote a song about it, Black and White, because of that. Because he was very into the Moorish history, and I learned so much from him. I wish he was here to talk about it too, because he's the one who knows most about it. But yeah, I think it's still alarming. So I'm not negative, but I'm still alarmed about the way it's going. The way it's going in this world. And I'm a positive human being, and but I see still the alarming signals, like as well of signs. I mean, also in China, that bubble of the country has already been, how do you say that? What's the word for failliet? I always know that word. Weet iemand het Engelse woord voor failliet? Failliet. Failliet. Failliet, that's a name. I mean, failliet. Failliet. Break. I always know that word. This is what I hate. Broke. Bankrupt. Exactly. And that bubble with the bubble for living has there also been dropped. And students, and it's the model in China which I saw in the underground cities. And these underground cities had portals which you see now being augmented in already for years in the Netherlands. I mean, if I want to go in a central station, in a station to pick up a friend, for example, or if I want to go to a shop inside of that train station, then I have to put a ticket, and then I have to go through that machine to that gate. And these are pre-signs of that they want to augment or to introduce gradually, step by step, more and more, that we are getting used to all the time have to check. And in China, you cannot buy anything with cash money in shops and supermarkets. If I'm informed well enough, because I'm not watching only one channel, I watch a lot of channels. So it's not that I have it from one source, I have it from several sources, and I see it. People have poverty now, and you can buy some groceries from people who sell them on the streets, but these people have also now going more and more to the counterfeit stuff. So they artificially change the food because they want to earn money. So the Chinese people have been numbed down, and this is what I feel still as a threat, and a red wave coat, thread, towards the West, which I've seen. So I just want to express my concerns for the world and for every single being. And I send you all, for wherever you are and you are suffering from whatever burden or financial, or have no roof above your head. Every single being should have been allowed to have a roof over their heads. And then still there can be a level like society with work, and that you get rewarded for working hard. But everyone should have shelter, warmth, clothing, has a way of having some food. So I'm very driven, I'm very inspired by, it's so important. Barry, last summer, facial recognition in public pools. Oh, I did not know that fact, Barry. Do you have a link where I can look it up? But it doesn't have to do now, but I did not know that yet. But yeah, again, that facial recognition, which is already happening in China. And people also, when there was that coach.vid, that pandemic happening, people were starving because the point system there, and that you cannot buy food without having cash, and they couldn't get out of their apartment buildings. They were shut in. They were imprisoned, literally. And they could not buy groceries because the card, which is all AI, the card and the facial recognition, but specifically the digital payments, they could not get to their money on a digital way. So I hate to say it and I hate to complain, but I think I have the right to say what I think is wrong in this world still, and is still in a stepping stone, which I still see happening. And there's also some organizations which are still in this world. So And again, my heart goes out to every single country who is burdened with all kinds of threats and poverty and so on and so on. But I wanted to give a summary of, and otherwise I might do that tomorrow evening. And again, for tomorrow, Saturday the 20th of January, from 7:30 I will go live and I will do it in English. Tuesday, and I have to say it with syllables because I'm not sure if I will have on Tuesday another reliving that I am so tired and exhausted that I cannot go live. But then the Tuesday, the 23rd, I will do fully Dutch. Nobby, prohibition. How do prohibition? I'm sorry for the emphasis. I'm obviously doing wrong. Of digital currency. The use of digital currencies that allow for the tracking and monitoring of financial transactions is prohibited. It is strictly forbidden to create CBDC, physical. Yeah, maybe it's official forbidden, but for how long? In whether gold coins, silver or paper money must never be removed from the citizens' use. Exactly. And I know from a country, I forgot which one, but I believe it's it is in possession of China, but it is, China is the ruling government, but China allows in that country the cash money. And that is also the crooked thing of that system. Like, from in the outside world, they appear also to be the baddest, the best of the best, and far in advanced technology. But it's not the case. It's not the case at all. And the pollution. And I sometimes, this is really a live stream which I'm ranting. But I'm concerned about the environment, the pollution. I mean, last Saturday, Dana was guest in my live stream, and you can believe it or not if there was a meltdown of the nuclear plant in Shika. But why is the government there withholding the information and showing pictures? So why, but I'm so concerned about the environment, and in this way, I'm fully passionate about, we need to be a voice all together in peace, in a peaceful way, but one voice with our unique voices. And that's what I find so important. And it's not to call up anything, it's just because what I think is maybe right, I could be wrong, but it is my passion that there will be one giant choir will stand up to sing out loud no to evil. This is why I don't add yes to love, because for me that's natural, and I'm sure everyone who's watching this counts the same for that. It's not about showing love. I think it's also about saying no. People are no longer and less allowed, even because of it's not social correct to say no. And I have many examples of that, but I'm not going to rant that far, because then this is an example of that I'm afraid of getting some feedback from people like, you should not mention certain people or with the gender stuff. I knew people who had all kinds of preferences of gender. I myself am experienced with men and women. So, and I have my own damages on that, traumas. But I have respect for people who truly feel from within, from their full-heartedness, feeling, I want to be like this, I want to be like that, I want to live like this. I am fully for that, but I'm against this pushing by governments who try to throw opinions on us, that we are not allowed to say our opinion and a no towards some happenings or steps being taken in the wrong direction. In my opinion, I should be allowed to say that, because I am so 1000% for freedom of speech, freedom of living, but not when when it's being that we're being puppeteered into a certain direction. I want to have my own choice of living and lifestyle, and I'm passionate about it. I know I'm very I'm so driven. Ay, ay, ay. By the way, if you happen to hear noises on the background, the staircase here is very noisy. It cracks and it moans, specifically now with the cold. So if you hear noises and at the background of a coffee machine, then you know there's someone in the room here, but he will not show himself of the privacy. But I'm passionate. I know. Oh, I forgot to check Twitch. Wait. Source for facial recognition system. Thanks so much, Barry. Thank you. Much appreciated. Also for the people who later on will watch this. Good to have this knowledge. Jolanda Vlaskamp was live. I tipped her this live right after. Oh yeah, she also does great work for everyone abroad. Jolanda Vlaskamp does Dutch live streams, but she's very well known here, also in the resistance area and country, if I can say it like that, for the farmers and so on. She does great live streams. It's one of these live streams I forget the name about. There are many others who I might think I should not mention too much where I'm busy with, to try to create a kind of way that I can honor all these live streams, and without I just have no time to watch all these live streamers, but yeah. And that counts also for live streamers on Twitch. I forgot now again that Barry also restreams a lot of these lead guitar men. Great conversations about countries and connecting. Great, you should look it up as well, for uniting and getting the knowledge out. So, and when I'm feeling right enough, I will join one time. But again, I start to, in the new year, also to realize I should not promise too much, that I will do some things on forehand, because my whole inner healing process is draining all the energy. I have something else nice to share. I had my first walk with a dog. It was amazing. And lead guitar man, exactly that one, Barry. It's amazing, these talks. But I am often so drained and so fulfilled that I am too tired. But I love to certain times just drop in, and But I hope one day I have inner energy enough to join. But it's amazing, and we should all connect. And this is why I chose to do English. On YouTube, by the way, you can put the translate into Dutch. And even when I'm live, and these auto-translate, which is AI, which is a positive thing about the AI, because the auto-translate is pretty okay. So, Barry, you got a dog? No, I wish I had one. No, I am doing for friends, taking out dogs, and for volunteer. I do volunteer work, and this is again walking a dog or walking a cat or cat sitting. And I walked. That happened already. Last week, and I walked a dog. Yeah, it was amazing. And for the privacy of the owners, I didn't want to post. I have a small video, but I realized no, the privacy of these people. But it's a very cute dog, and it gave me so much energy. And it was weather like this. It was last Monday, So that was very, very, yeah, very nice. I did a 1 hour and a half walk. So, and it's good for my physical as well because I want to be in shape. And Delvertje also mentions. I just wanted to ask about dog walking. Well, Delvertje, now you have that question and that also answered that I am doing that. I also am trying to get back into my life as a musician. I will update you if it has some, but I already am a step further in that, and I will also keep it vague because it is again for the privacy. But yeah, I mean, I will let you know if something went along with that. But I am already a step further in that, so. Yeah, I will keep you updated when there's something confirmed and when I say yes to it. So that is, Delvertje, you radiate when you talk about dogs. Yeah, it is so amazing. I wish I could have a dog for myself, but this is why I think I also am creating now to go physically living on my own. But I always feel the basic steps to get in these times of financial, it's very hard to find a living space which is affordable. But I realized something in that was a big realization. When I did is the big profit of that I feel I'm whole, despite I have at times 3 livings and then I'm exhausted, physically exhausted of it, that I feel no longer a big burden to, for example, react to an advertisement or react to something which is vacant or looking for a nice job, volunteers work, or it is so nice. I am fully freed of burdens. I'm just making conversations with people. I'm meeting new people, which is amazing. And I also, by walking a dog, I realized as well how easy it is to connect to people. I love it. So it's the beautiful things are happening. But, and I still did not make a summary about my process of why I had to skip the live stream. And this is a bit more serious. I came across in the night from Monday to Tuesday, from Monday to Tuesday, that I thought of Satan. And I'm not kidding. I knew already how he looked like, I knew already how he felt like, but he entered in my dream world. He was going through still these layers of a Joseph Mengele personality who was still not integrated, and I was busy integrating all these Joseph Mengele personalities, as you know. And I was attacked by Satan in person. And I heard his voice. Well, do you know Star Wars, that Dark Vader? This is why I never watched Star Wars movies, to be very honest. This Dark Vader voice, and then you have to multiply its volume. And with a lot of echo, that voice he had. And he was trying to grab me in his arms and to move me up towards his realms, to his hellish atmospheres, which I call the dark matter. And that's another dark matter what is often mentioned, but I don't know why. I know the dark matter is his realm, his home. And then I tried to shout when he tried to grasp me, and I was frozen, so I could not move. But I was very aware already in my sleep state. I have to get rid of his embrace. And it feels like being frozen, and that with his tentacles, because he can create multiple tentacles, like in the series Stranger Things. That is a truth. There is a truth in that. That these tentacles can totally grab you. So Satan tried to grab me and make me totally numb and not moving anything. And he also prevented me from screaming. And then I had the power, so I called out to God, and I have certain spiritual guides which I can call out to. And then I finally could hear my voice inside of his trying to grab me. And then I finally woke up, but it was also what was compared to that, which I was alerted to, it is that there were very heavy cold winds. And when I feel spirits nearby or near me, then I already know there are spirits nearby. But this is a cold, which is what you see in movies is true. These people who create movies do something, know, and like also, for example, Stephen King, very interesting author. I'm reading now, that's another thing. My reading skills are now again improving, and I can now concentrate on what I read. So I'm now reading the Dark Tower series of Stephen King. A very interesting person I always felt like. Is he part of it, and you know what I mean with it, or is he in the knowing, and does he try to warn people? Well, I'm now in that latest category, that he knows. He is for sure in the knowing. So these winds are so, it's like the draft, so that a window is opened fully, and there is a draft, a very strong draft coming through that window, and that is totally circling around my body. And that is a feeling of there's something evil in that wind. And that's the difference for me, what I know and feel when I know I can trust a spirit or not. That's one of the symptoms of signals. So this is why I was Monday drained. I was nowhere, and I had to guide that Mengele personality who was trying to be captured by Satan. And she was a key personality, and also programmed, educated, as Joseph Mengele always mentions that. And she was totally full in fear. But because I freed myself from Satan, of which then this personality even got some trust in me. So actually that I thought of Satan made her more crawl towards me, and she's now integrated. But it was a very, very tough day as well, but encouraging day as well, and maybe also to others, that you can fight off Satan, but you have to scream, try to scream in your dream. And on forehand, if you know you're vulnerable to Satan or demons who can attack you, then on forehand pray. So pray to God or angels, or to the highest level of God love, or unconditional love, the fully unconditional love. That's also fine, or your protecting angels, and then protection will be given. So don't be fearful. And the biggest thing is don't be fearful, because there's one thing what I still can vividly recall in that night when Satan tried to capture me in person. He was there in person. I was not afraid. I felt no fear. I wanted to scream, and it was frightening in a certain way. I felt threatened, that's more the word, but I did not feel inner fear. So I thought of Satan himself, and after that I was drained and exhausted, but that former Joseph Mengele part is now integrated, grown up, and I feel that now, so I am more active and more alive. Yeah, that's amazing to feel. Yeah, so delve with your feet on the ground, more solid. Yeah, that is as well. That is what gives me. And I always wanted to have a dog. I love cats. I love cats and dogs. But yeah, a dog. Yeah, to walk with a dog. That's something, a dimension extra. So yeah. So no shield. Oh, no, shield yourself and pray. Yeah, shield. Yeah, well, that was gone. That shield was less strong because I was fighting. Yeah, I was already integrating Joseph Mengele personalities, so they were. Yeah, they were. I see now that the whole window capture is not doing what I want. And why is that? I'm not sure why that is. Why is it that it's not, showing? So if I do this, nope, wait. Oh, now I lost the chat. Let me see. This should be gone. Weird. Wait. Yeah, it's weird. The screen capture is not showing. Oh my gosh, where did I get the chat? Well, chat. Attach. Now it's back, the chat. I apologize again. It is I will try to repair the chat. So for now that is a bit the update, and to also close off this this live stream, because I hear some noises from upstairs that the person can anytime come downstairs and walk in the living room. The dress, for anyone who missed it, I needed the dress, and it is for me also a celebration for having concluded the Mengele, I hope so, the Mengele integration part. And this is the dress, and it's pretty long, as you can see. Maybe I will show you with a picture. I wanted to wear it, but I am not well with wool, and the bodice is of wool, and yeah, it gets a bit for me to how do you call that? If it get a bit, als het een beetje stikkend effect heeft, dat heb ik al heel gauw met wol. And that is because I was programmed by my programmers and traumatized with wool, so I had to wear layers and layers of wool, so I would feel overheated, and that was a way also to create certain personalities. So this is the dress, and a nice edge, I believe. So Alice says, put it in the freezer. Hi Alice, welcome. Oh yeah, I remember that. But does that really help? In my experience, it never helped. But maybe it's my programming. It could be, that my programming was so well done that I still have the consequences for that. So okay, well that's a good. But we have then another problem. We don't have a freezer. we don't believe in putting things in freezers. So. And the only thing was, what we have is an old, small, tiny, how do you say that, a fridge which you can put in a camping, in a camper, but it is so small. So, Delvetje, did you finish the Milky Way jigsaw puzzle too? Not yet. No. I'm so. My life is so. Even my days go even quicker than ever. It's like. I have more energy again, fortunately, or I am deprogramming, and I am now, trying to get a job, trying to do volunteer work. I'm building up my dog sit volunteers work, so it is very interesting and very. I'm very active at the moment, so no, I did not yet finish it. But I am planning on continuing the jigsaw puzzle. So I will also put a streamer on for the I say that. Oh, I can do it like this. Let me see. So coming Tuesday, January the 24th, I will go live in Dutch. And I will also do the last words in Dutch. See, where is the... okay, no, where is the streamer? Well, I will create a new one. Okay, the text. text template. Okay. Okay. So I will add something for Saturday, January the 20th, 19:30 p.m. Amsterdam time. Next. So tomorrow will be in English. And then I will also give a summary about my process and more extendedly maybe about this, what's going on in my life. But it will be a bit, maybe a bit the same, but added things and a certain subject as well of, okay, so here it is. Okay. So how is everyone doing? It's a beautiful Friday here with nice sun, and really I love that winter atmosphere. So, but yeah, I hope you are doing fine. And in English, I will already on forehand wish you all the great start of the weekend, and I will now just a few minutes and make a closure in Dutch. So I will now skip into Dutch. Ja, lieve allemaal, dus ik ga ook even over in Nederlands. Ik kan het ook niet te lang maken, want ik heb ook nog een paar afspraken staan. Ja, het is ook heel grappig om dat te zeggen, want dat heb ik heel lang niet kunnen zeggen. Nobby said, I'm subbed to lead. Ah, I did not see that chat yet. Okay. No, the chat is not updated for some reason. Nobby says, great eating crumpets with ginger jam here. Ah, well, nice, nice treat. Oké, nou, ben dus nu over het Nederlands, lieve mensen. Ik ga afronden. Ik hoor beweging van boven. Ja, nogmaals, voor wie interesse heeft in de jurk, ik denk niet dat ik hem aan ga doen. Ja, je kan me mailen. We zien wel de weg hoe dat verder kan gaan. Maar misschien is er iemand die hem toch leuk vindt. Ik weet ook niet wat ik er echt anders mee ga doen. En het is maat 42 tot 46. Want het past ook iemand. Ja, natuurlijk past het iemand die minder is dan 44. Oh god, ik ben weer echt... ik ben hier niet goed in reclame maken. Ach, jezus. Maar goed, lieve mensen, like, duim omhoog. Ja, delen van mijn kanalen is te gek. Abonneer, zou ook te gek zijn. Ja, ik zou zeggen... Ja, ik hoor die beweging boven. Dus lieve mensen, nogmaals dankjewel voor het kijken. Ik vond het heel leuk om ook eens overdag live te gaan. En dinsdag 23 januari, dan ga ik dus in het Nederlands live. Dat zal ik ook even veranderen. Dus January 23rd. Oh, ik had het trouwens, nou dat zal ik dan morgenavond doen. Ik had nog iets willen toevoegen over die aanval door dat hele ellendige schepsel. Hè, wat van maandag op dinsdag me een visite bracht. Dat zal ik morgen wel doen. Dus NL-uitzending. Oké, dus dan zien de mensen dat... waarom... Ah ja. Oké. Als het goed is, moeten jullie dat nu zien. Oh, wacht. Dat is geen zaterdag natuurlijk. Dus dat is maandag. Nee, dinsdag. Ik moet denk ik ook een pauze gaan nemen. Ik begin moe te worden. Dat is dus wat ik dus heel vervelend vind, dat ik dan zo moe ben. Van al dat getransformeer, detail settings. Zal ik even die dingen veranderen. Oké. Dus, dan weten jullie dat dinsdag dus een Nederlandse. En for tomorrow, Saturday, English spoken. En dan zal ik heus ook af en toe wel een Nederlands woordje doen. Dus lieve mensen, nogmaals een hele fijne vrijdag. Probeer ook te genieten met alles wat er gaande is. En ik wens jullie allemaal heel veel liefde. En vooral ook een warmte, een dak boven je hoofd. En gewoon ja, een goed leven gewoon. En goed wat ik iedereen wens. Dus Deviltje says thanks and have a nice day. Trust in Jesus. Yeah, you know I'm a Jesus fan. But great greetings. Dus allemaal heel veel liefs. En snowballs, sneeuwballen. Ja, ga lekker ook een sneeuwballengevecht aan voor waar de sneeuw nog ligt in Nederland of elders waar het sneeuwt. En ja, zorg ook voor de lol, hè. Want dat is echt belangrijk. Ik merk het zelf ook hoor. Ik vind, sinds ik de eerste hond heb uitgelaten, zeg maar, het is zo'n schatje, echt waar. Ik wou dat ik hem jullie kon laten zien. Maar echt, ik voelde gewoon, het deed me zo goed. Het doet me zo goed. Ook die vreugde en het plezier. Dus, maar goed, lieve mensen, ik moet gaan. Doei allemaal, tot de volgende keer en dank je voor het kijken. En nogmaals, duim omhoog, liken, abonneer, comments is much appreciated, wordt enorm gewaardeerd. En dank je wel allemaal voor jullie ondersteuning. Dus bye bye everyone, doei allemaal, tot de volgende keer en tot morgenavond misschien. Alright, doeg!